Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Ever wondered what a galactic flop looks like? Well, sit back and watch as we dive into the top 20 astonishing failures of the Disney Star Wars Hotel. This ain't no Michelin star experience, folks. This is a bloody train wreck of galactic proportions. From the moment those doors opened, it was clear something was off. Overpriced? You bet. Underwhelming? You haven't heard the half of it. We're talking about a level of disappointment that would make Darth Vader force choke a whole buffet line. But don't worry. Whether you're a die-hard Star Wars fanatic or just someone who appreciates a good old-fashioned disaster, this video is for you. Get ready to be shocked, appalled, and maybe even laugh a little as we dissect this culinary and experiential black hole. Hey, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So look, everyone expected the Death Star, but what they got was closer to Jar Jar Binks. The hype for this place was higher than Chewbacca on a sugar rush, promising a fully immersive experience. Instead, guests got a watered-down version of the movies, with prices that would make Jabba the Hutt blush. This wasn't a galaxy far, far away. It was a tourist trap closer to home, and a bloody expensive one at that. Someone needs to tell Disney that cramming every single Star Wars reference into one place doesn't make it immersive. It makes it a bloody mess. It's like they went on a shopping spree at the Mos Eisley Cantina and just threw everything they bought into a blender. Guests were promised a unique storyline, but it ended up being as confusing as navigating an asteroid field blindfolded. You call that a narrative? I've seen more coherent plots in a bowl of Wookiee stew. Let's talk about these luxury cabins, shall we? Cramped, poorly lit, and about as luxurious as a sand crawler on a bad day. You're telling me I'm supposed to be on a spaceship? I've seen prison cells with better views. And don't even get me started on the windows showing simulated space. It's like watching a bad B movie on repeat. The food. Oh my God, the food! They dared to call it galactic dining? This isn't galactic, it's garbage. Reheated rations would be more appetizing than this sorry excuse for a culinary experience. Dry, bland, and about as inspiring as a bowl of gruel on Tatooine. Where's the flavor? Where's the creativity? It's enough to make Yoda lose his appetite. You're telling me I'm in a galaxy far, far away, and the only Wookiee I see is wearing a hairnet and asking if I want fries with that? The character interactions were about as convincing as a Gungan love story. Guests were promised an immersive experience, not a bunch of tired actors phoning it in. Where's the passion? Where's the force? This is Star Wars, not a school play. The layout of this hotel is more confusing than a Hutt negotiation. Guests were left wandering around like lost Jawas, trying to find their way to the dining hall. It's like they designed this place using a blindfold and a map drawn by a drunk Ewok. You expect people to navigate this labyrinth and enjoy themselves? Let's talk about the price tag, shall we? This is Disney, not the Galactic Empire. They're charging a king's ransom for what amounts to a glorified hostel in space. For the price of a 2-night stay here, you could buy your own Millennium Falcon. Well, maybe not a real one, but you get the idea. The technology was supposed to be cutting edge, but it was about as reliable as a droid with a bad motivator. Guests reported malfunctioning lightsabers, unresponsive droids, and screens that would make the Death Star trench run look high def. This is the 21st century, not a used spaceship lot on Nar Shaddaa. Get it together, Disney. The entertainment options were about as exciting as watching paint dry on a bantha's backside. Guests were stuck with subpar lightsaber training and a cantina show that was more likely to put you to sleep than get you dancing. This is supposed to be a galaxy of adventure, not a retirement home on Alderaan. The staff, bless their souls, were as lost as a Tusken Raider in a moisture farm. They were clearly undertrained and unprepared for the chaos that unfolded. It's not their fault, really. It's like sending a bunch of Ewoks to fight Darth Vader and expecting them to come out on top. It didn't take long for the internet to erupt like a supernova. Social media was flooded with negative reviews, scathing comments, and memes that would make even a Sith Lord chuckle. You know you've messed up when the entire galaxy is laughing at you. This wasn't just a case of missed opportunities, it was a full-blown betrayal of trust. Guests felt lied to, misled, and ripped off. Disney promised them a galaxy far, far away, but what they got was a cheap knockoff that left them feeling cheated and disappointed. Word travels faster than the Millennium Falcon on the Kessel Run, and the word on the street is, avoid this place like a Sith Lord with a bad case of the flu. Repeat visitors? You're more likely to find a sober Gamorrean. The lack of return customers speaks volumes about the quality of this experience. The reviews are in, and they're about as pretty as a plate of roasted pork. Critics and guests alike have slammed the hotel for its high prices, lackluster experience, and overall disappointment. It's the kind of reputation that would make even Jabba the Hutt think twice about investing. The marketing for this hotel was slicker than a Hutt's handshake, but it was all smoke and mirrors. They promised the stars and delivered a cosmic dust bunny. This is what happens when you overpromise and underdeliver on a galactic scale. The difference between the advertised experience and the actual experience is wider than the gap between the first and second Death Stars. This wasn't just a case of false advertising, it was a full-blown bait and switch. Guests were promised an immersive, unforgettable experience, and what they got was a forgettable, overpriced mess. The Force may be strong with Disney, but their commitment to accessibility is weaker than a newborn Ewok. The hotel was riddled with accessibility issues, making it difficult, if not impossible, for some guests to fully enjoy the experience. It's a reminder that even in a galaxy far, far away, there's still a long way to go when it comes to inclusivity. The environmental impact of this monstrosity is bigger than the Sarlacc pit. From the construction to the waste generated, this hotel is an ecological disaster zone. It's enough to make even the most jaded environmental activist weep for the future of the planet. Disney's reputation has taken a bigger hit than the Death Star after a well-aimed proton torpedo. The Star Wars hotel debacle has left a stain on the company's image, raising questions about their commitment to quality and guest satisfaction. It's the kind of damage control that even the most skilled PR droid would struggle to fix. The failure of the Star Wars hotel will have ripple effects throughout the galaxy. Well, at least throughout the Disney galaxy. This epic flop will likely make Disney more cautious about future projects, especially those with such high expectations. It's a reminder that even the biggest giants can stumble. So there you have it, folks. The top 20 epic fails of the Disney Star Wars hotel. It's enough to make you want to join the dark side. But hey, at least we can all learn from their mistakes, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts, or if you've experienced any of these fails firsthand. Let's turn this disaster into a platform for galactic-sized laughs. Remember, even in a galaxy far, far away, not everything is perfect. Sometimes it's a downright disaster.